is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go. On we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Greek DeFi Guru, and we are here with another live stream. Tonight, we got guest Mark from BNBpot.io. How's it going, man?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Thanks very much for having me. It's actually good to be here. I've been a Seifu guy since mid-March.
It's good to have you here and talk all things Vulcan, projects coming on. And for those of you who don't know, BNB Pot is one of the current 12 projects slated to come to Vulcan blockchain. As you know, Mark's been in since the first week, you said, right, of Seifu. So you are
the beginning of week 2, yeah.
You are even in before me. So you beat the Greek to the punch. April 23rd was my I call it my day of when I came into the Seifu community, and I've been the happiest man ever since. I'm a happy Greek. Going to Vulcan, I'm looking to be happier. I'm sure you're in for all the excitement.
Oh yeah.
So you see, you said at 4:17 a.m. looking forward to it. So you've been looking forward to this all day.
I've been looking forward to this for days and days.
That's awesome. I'm happy that we finally get to talk to different projects and show people what is coming to the ecosystem, because everybody wants to, the ecosystem is dependent on the projects we get and who's coming in. That's how we'll generate volume. That's how everybody will get all these rewards, everything, with the flex, the power pool, all that stuff comes from the projects building volume. And of course, the ecosystem has to be built for that to happen. And we're going to talk all about that.
Yeah.
So exactly. Tell us a little bit about your story with BNB Pot.
Okay. Well, a little bit about me first, I guess. I spent years working for a global market leading software as a service company in various roles, mostly sales and marketing and business development. And in the mid 2010s, And it wasn't really until COVID hit that I really started to look into crypto. It was always on the back of my mind. A lot of my friends were dealing around in crypto, and I spent a lot of months during COVID really looking and researching before I invested a single dollar really. And during that time, I found Hex and the Hex community. The thing about the Hex guys, they're also waiting for a blockchain. They're waiting for 2 years. We've waited for 2 years already, called Pulse Chain. And BNB Pot right? Actually was it? No, it's the rumors are it's very, very close. But we'll wait and see, because on last year, in May last year, we were told the 20.
Uh-oh, I think we lost you, Mark. Well, it looks like we lost Mark for a second. I'll just go through some comments. Yeah, we got you back. Oh, we lost him again. So Gigi DePaul says, hello, Vulcan family, Crypto Outlaw. Hello, everyone. Oh, Billy says, I'm ready. Donald Richardson, Vulcan blockchain family. Yeah, once again, please add the person if you're talking to them, just so I know what's going on. If you got any questions for BNB Pot, I'm sorry. We have some technical difficulties and everything. Hopefully Mark gets back to us soon. Teddy wants here. Mellofellow Crypto's in the house. If any of the YouTubers watching want to join, the link
can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can hear you now. Perfect.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I actually thought that I did. I lost you there for a second. Sorry about that.
It's all good. So you're talking about COVID is where you left off.
Yeah. So in COVID, I really started to look into crypto, and I found the Hex community, and Richard Hart and the ecosystem that was happening, and the plans that they were going to be building a blockchain. And through there, I actually found the guys at BNB Pot, or originally Pulse Pot. So I'm not sure if you know too much about Pulse Chain. When Pulse Chain comes out, basically, every ERC20 token that you have in your wallet, you will get airdropped exactly those tokens again. So you get a direct copy.
Okay.
On Pulse Chain. So there'll actually be PRC20s. Obviously, in the beginning, they won't have any value, but as the community grows, there's going to be some sort of price parity brought along with some of those projects along the way. And our founder, Jacob, he had the idea. He said, okay, if all these people are going to have all these free tokens, why don't we create something exactly turn it to the casino, where it gives people a chance to play with those tokens. A little bit of fun, a little bit of gambling, a little bit of onboarding, basically. And it continued to grow from there. Obviously, because of Pulse Chain's delay, we decided that it would be good to launch on Binance Smart Chain, which we did at the end of last year, around the end of October. And so far it's going pretty well.
Yeah, so you guys are live now, which helps. And I know we were talking in the pre-show about Seifu Go, and I know you're excited about Seifu Go. Are you planning on bringing Seifu Go live with this prior to Vulcan?
Well, the way we've discussed it with Brian so far, so the main priority at the moment is to create a game for Seifu Go, using the Seifu Go token specifically, okay. Which would be for the community to get together, potentially win some money, burn a hell of a lot of tokens. Because I remember back at the end of last year, beginning of January maybe, the Seifu community were talking, in the Discord, everyone was going crazy about trying to burn tokens. And when I saw all that happening, I thought, well, hang on, we have the perfect solution for burning tokens. and not literally just buying and burning tokens. We can create some, we can sort of gamify the burning of tokens and really give people a chance to actually win money while they do it. So we come up with the idea of creating a game which would be our third game actually at the moment. So in the casino right now, I don't know if many of you have had a look around prior to this. We have two games which are pretty much active. We have our jackpot game, which is basically me putting up my tokens against other players in the hope then to win whatever is actually in the jackpot, which is in the pot. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, so the jackpot goes live as soon as there are two individual wallets in there. It starts a 3-minute countdown. During that 3-minute countdown, as many players as possible, or as many players that want to, can enter the pot, and entering the pot with a certain amount of money is unlimited. When we first launched this at the end of last year, I think our highest pot value was like $104,000.
Jeez.
Yeah, in a 3-minute spin.
So it just spins and it picks a person basically to win.
Yeah, basically. So every wallet, if any of the BNB Pot holders are online, join the game so we can have a live look, please. And yeah, so basically every wallet that enters, you get an individual color. Your color, depending on how much money you put in, designates how much of the pot you own. So if I was to go in against you and we both put in $10, we'd have a 50% chance of winning.
Oh, so you increase your odds the more you throw in.
Oh yeah, the more you throw in, and I think the highest number of people we had entering the pot, I think, was about 20 or 30 at one time, and obviously the pot sizes, they got pretty big. I mean, $104,000.
Yeah,
in one
350, 788. We got 58, 251, 265. 1,241, 5,007. So yeah, it just it goes on, and it's not even that. I mean, some of the stats are ridiculous. I think the lowest percentage chance of winning that we've seen so far was literally 0.1. Somebody won a 0.1% chance, and they won the pot. That's crazy.
Yeah,
now,
everything is absolutely immutable. Everything is done in smart contracts. It's on the blockchain, because one of the things that we're very conscious of, BNB Pot are not actually a house in terms of a casino. We're not the house. Our players are the house. Our stakers are the casino in themselves.
Okay, that's I was going to ask, because regulations, how you get through regulations and stuff like that, because I worked in the casino industry, and I know it's crazy with regulations and all kinds of stuff like that. And how do you do the randomness?
The randomness is we use the Chainlink Oracle, the VRF, and I mean it's top of the line. Chainlink are the best in class, aren't they? Oh, there we go. I can see someone's entered the pot.
Yeah. So basically they put $300 in, and now if somebody comes in with like $10, it would basically be like 90%, 95% for the $300 person to win.
Yeah.
And then the thing will just spin and it just lands.
Yeah, that's it. So basically everything is done on the back end on the smart contract. So what we're actually looking at here is basically just our entertainment side of it, just something to make it look nice. Yeah. Everything that, like, as soon as someone actually enters this contract, they're literally depositing their money in the smart contract. The smart contract holds that, and then as soon as the timer runs down, the smart contract picks a winning wallet, and that money is literally in your wallet for as fast as the block can do the transaction. So it's an instant payouts.
I'm seeing here it says 1.5%. Is that like the cut that you keep of the BNB? That's like, let's say they are playing with BNB. Is that the cut that's taken? Now, if you were doing a burn mechanism, you could essentially like have a percentage of that go to a burn for a various token if you had a partnership with them, like something like Vulcan. Like
absolutely. So the way our fees actually work, depending on how many BNBP that individual person has in their wallet at the time of the win, they get charged between 1.5% and 3%. So if you have more than 100 tokens, then your fee is you get charged 1.5%. and basically going down to zero. If you didn't have any in your wallet, you would be charged 3% fee. But our fees, and because we're totally decentralized and we're not the house, so 100% of the fees that get generated from our games go back to our stakers and holders. 100%. So basically 75% of our fees are collected over a month, and they're actually airdropped to our stakers. So it's a monthly airdrop. 20% of the daily fees are done for our own buyback and burn of our own token. And then 5% go into like a weekly lottery airdrop, which, you know, it goes out to just one individual wallet every week. So for as long as you have BNB Pot token, BNBP, then for every BNBP that you hold, it's like one lottery ticket.
Okay, so that is pretty sweet. So it gives you extra passive income plays basically by holding BNB and stake.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we actually only have 1 million tokens total. So we're making it, it's 1 million tokens total, and we're making it deflationary. I think actually right now, as it stands, we've been going for 5 months, 5.5 months, and I think we've burnt about 5,000 tokens already. So we actually don't even have 1 million tokens anymore.
So we got breaking news. The Greek is a degen, and this is probably the most dangerous thing you just showed him. So I may lose all my money in crypto. So if you guys out there do not see the Greek for about 2 weeks, just know he lost all his money in BNB Pot, and the gambling addiction got the best of him. Now, I actually haven't gambled in 2 weeks. I'm being good right now. I'm being good. Unless you call throwing every bit of extra cash into Seifu, going to Seifu Go, a gamble, then technically I am gambling. So I guess.
Oh, don't risk what you can't lose.
Yeah, I say if it all burns to the ground, I just walk away with a smile on my face, and I'm the same old Greek. Nothing, you know. But I want to see this thing go. We need one more. How many people do you need? At minimum 2?
Yeah, minimum 2. We just need one more person.
Of course you need 2, yeah. Otherwise, one person would just win his own money back.
Simon, did I see you in the chat there?
Are you trying to call somebody out?
I am actually. I think I saw him earlier.
Simon.
In the chat.
Is this him?
PSI.
Yeah,
Should
PSI
be
931. This is going to be a great collab.
That's it.
He's calling you out, man. Do it. Okay. I'm very excited because I see roulette. You know.
Yeah, there actually something about the roulette tables. Now, this is something that we're actually very proud of. So, because we're not the house, because the players are the house. Before we actually launched, all the roulette tables are actually NFTs, and those NFTs are owned by individuals. We had an auction before the launch, and all the NFTs were auctioned off to various people. So if you are the owner of the NFT, it's your responsibility to provide the liquidity. And when you provide the liquidity, because you are the house, you get the house edge on all the games that are going through the system. Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes total sense. And me being a former dealer and pit boss at a casino, I understand that these games are not in the player's favor per se. You know, the way I always like to put it, and this isn't negative. They're not saying you can't win. You know, you can win tons of money. You can. But the thing is, if you're playing in the rain, you know, this is what we always said at the casino. It's like drizzling outside. At first, it's only a couple of drops. You know, you keep playing, you're fine. But eventually, you get soaked, and that's what happens at the casino. It's like over time, they're going to drain you. Not saying in one individual session you can't come out big, but yeah. So that's actually exciting. Had I known about that, I might have degened into owning a roulette table or something.
Oh well, I mean, when they were auctioned off, I think they were averaging around 20 ETH per table.
Jesus, yeah, never mind. I can't afford that. It makes sense. It makes sense because, you know, when you work at a casino, you see what these things can bring in if you get consistent play. So
yeah, And
I see
then
you
the
got pretty
beauty
good
of that,
liquidity here, so that's pretty good. On some
yeah, and so all these different tables are all actually owned by different people.
So what happens if you're playing like the BUSD table and you win enough to overcover the liquidity? Is that like, do you borrow from somewhere else, or it?
Yeah, well, that's really up to the providers. And what I think the contract, it can lower the minimum bet. Like you can see the minimum bet and the maximum bet value. Sorry, the maximum bet. It'll lower the maximum bet
So
to make sure
nobody
that
can
there's
win
enough
it in one
liquidity.
spin. So it's
Yeah,
okay. That makes sense. Because I'm seeing
Oh, we've got
$120 get you 17. I would get you 3,500. Yeah.
we've got someone in the jackpot. We've got a
Ooh.
second in the jackpot.
Well, let's get there. All right. So, wow. So they put $10 in, which is exactly what I was joking around, babe. So basically, they're risking $10 to try and win a $309 pot. That's actually good odds for that person. Good upwards odds. Not saying they're going to win, but this is surely exciting for the gambler and me, you know.
Well, that's exactly it, right? And I mean, and considering that this is just the front end entertainment part of the smart contract.
Yeah, I just want to see it in action. This is pretty cool.
Yeah,
different things like this. You get enough action. I can see this like being a great thing for actually Vulcan blockchain, and like if you have a partnership where you burn or you have just passive income with Vulcan, people want to stay. You can even do like somehow. Oh my goodness, 3309.
He's jumped back in.
Jeez.
Now, if you look at how much he's actually put in, there's a chance because of the fees that he would pay that he's actually not going to win any money. He's going to be down.
Yeah, he put in 3,300 himself.
Yeah, so his chance of winning is what, 99 point something %?
Oh, you got music too?
A little bit. Yeah, so you can imagine, when there's 20 or 30 people in here.
Oh yeah, this would get really exciting.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, so he won that comfortably.
Yeah, if it had landed on that line, we would have seen like craziness. So let's just go to, let me see. So it says he won 3,260. So he put in 3,300. So yeah, you're right.
So yeah, he lost on the fees.
So
which, in a way, it's fantastic for the stakers, for the holders.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Actually, being a staker in this is pretty.
Yeah, cool. With the staking. So, in order to get any of the rewards, you have to be a staker. The stake length is minimum 100 days. So you're locking up your tokens for 100 days. You can't touch them, and you receive the reward. But after the 100 days,
based on percentage of your percentage staked. So
yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And then after the 100 days, you can leave it staked and you still get the rewards. But of course, after the 100 days, you're free to withdraw at any time.
And what is the current price of your token?
I think right now we're about $1.70 or something like that. No, it's not great at the moment, but I'll tell you why. When we launched, we hard coded $30 worth of value into the token playing the games. So if those two people there that were playing put in, if, as we saw, one person put in BNB Pot, one person put in BNB. So so that one BNB Pot, even though it's technically worth $1.73, the game will show it at $30. It'll honor as a $30 value. So if I wanted to get, if the second player, the BNB, if they wanted to get $30 to make it 50-50, they would literally have to put in $30. So they're actually putting in their $30 versus your $1.73.
Okay, so that's why. No wonder I was going to ask, because it says 100 next to the $3,000, and I was like, okay, so it's reading as $30. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So essentially, there's an advantage to gambling. You get to increase your odds by playing with the token as well.
Yeah. When we launched, we saw a high of $30, And around after Christmas, because we only originally launched with jackpot, and after Christmas, we really put a lot of effort into getting the roulette tables up, and because of that, a lot of the actual focus went across to the roulette tables.
Okay.
Another reason what I personally think, because we built this for Pulse Chain, all of the marketing was done for Pulse Chain, and we decided to launch on Binance Smart Chain. A lot of the Hex community who knew us don't actually really use Binance Smart Chain.
Makes sense.
So that's another reason why we decided to start doing these white label games, these private, the partner games, and approach people like Seifu community, who I'm very dear to my heart anyway.
That makes sense. And you said you were building a game, Talks with Brian Legend. What exactly is that game?
Yeah, so our third game for our own is going to be like a Powerball lottery. So it's like our original jackpot game, but it's going to be a jackpot game which is built over a week. And then people will put the money in. They will effectively buy these tickets, these lottery tickets with Seifu Go. Let the pot build up, and then once or twice per week. I think with Brian, he's toying with the idea of having twice weekly draws. So it could be a Wednesday and a Saturday, or a Tuesday and a Friday, or whatever. To have these draws. So from that weekly draw, we will see potentially a huge jackpot for a winner. The winner gets we're still, because we don't have the white paper for Seifu Go yet. We don't really know the taxes. We don't really know what fees are involved. So okay. we haven't really decided exactly how that jackpot is going to keep up. But we do know that the winner will get the lion's share. We will send some to the Seifu Treasury, the Seifu Go Treasury. We will definitely burn a huge percentage of it, and then there will be some fees on the side. So if
this being something that has to be won, or can it be rolled over?
No, every single draw, the smart contract will pick a winner. There won't be any, there's no way for it to roll over. There'll be guaranteed someone will win every single draw.
No, because the real Powerball keeps rolling over, and you get these crazy enormous amounts, but then also the odds of winning it, where like in the DeFi space, it's like you want to have people play it and get excited that they could actually win, and somebody does win. You don't want to make it too hard where it keeps rolling over and people are like, I'm not going to play it. My chances of winning suck, So it's a good thing.
Yeah, so I mean, effectively, we can think of this Powerball lottery or raffle or whatever you want to call it, just as an external burn mechanism for Seifu Go. So we're almost putting ownership of the burns, or some control over the burns, to the community itself. If you want to enter for a chance to win, know that even if you lose, you're going to be helping the protocol, because some of those tokens are actually going to get burned anyway.
Exactly.
And
the prizes could be phenomenal with what
and the prizes could be absolutely huge. Yeah.
Yeah. For anybody who's just tuning in, or is like, who's this Irishman? This is Mark. He is with BNBpot.io, the website. Biz put it on the screen. This is a project that is going to partner with Seifu Go, and not necessarily in the partnership program. It's going to be, having the lottery with Seifu Go, but they are coming to the Vulcan blockchain as well. They are on the list of 12 projects coming. Now, Vulcan, what slippage do you think we will need if we do 50%? That's a lot of BNB going. Vulcan, are you talking if you're buying Seifu Go? If you're buying Seifu Go, you're going to need a lot of slippage. I would anticipate a lot of slippage. But that's, if you are, just put that question in the bottom. NR says he's with me on the roulette. Yeah, NR, me and you are going to go to the roulette table one of these days and lose our shirts. Yeah, and I mean, I got a roulette wheel tattooed on me. So of course, and look at, I got cards, gambling. I say life's a gamble. It's my tattoo. That's what I live by, Life's a gamble. You live every moment. That's just, I'm a degen, Kelly Productions is in the house. And a lot of people talking back and forth, which is good. Safely Central America says Brian Legend is a genius. Greetings from Central America. So you're obviously excited about SafeUgo. Can you wait for it to launch, or are you impatient just like me?
I've been waiting for PulseChain for 2 years. I can wait. Software is hard.
It is hard, and it's a good thing that like you're going through the PulseChain stuff, because it makes this Vulcan stuff seem like it's nothing, right?
Exactly, and also, you know, the Hex community, delayed gratification is something that we're built upon. You know, the whole idea of things like Hex, and even now with our own staking, we're used to stake it away. Don't worry about it. Earn the fees and be happy.
Yeah. And the greatest part, and with all that's given in Vulcan, when we, we have our vesting schedule, it's basically forcing you to collect passive income daily, and price appreciation with the power pool and everything that's going on. It's going to be amazing. And hopefully we get some projects, especially yours. I really like that I didn't really know about the staking part. I just thought it was the casino and you collected fees, and that was what the project was built on. Had I known about the whole staking thing and getting rewards off of those, that might change some things.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It really is.
And our legend wants to know if BNB Pot will ever auction off more NFTs for more tables.
I mean, we were built to be multi-chain. I mean, obviously, PulseChain is our main hub, and PulseChain will take a huge amount of our focus now that if the rumors are true, PulseChain is coming in the next few weeks. So, you know, I mean, that will take a huge amount of our focus, but we've always planned on, you know, different blockchains: Polygon, Avalanche, Phantom. Obviously, we're on Binance already. So, you know, when it comes to different blockchains, it's never say never. And different blockchains, or even different games, for example, could require other NFTs. Also, we do see these NFTs, the existing ones, they do come up for auction every now and again. I think they're on Rarible. They're not on OpenSea.
Okay, on Rarible.
So, I mean, so have a look around. But because when they were auctioned off, I would say the average ETH was, you know, maybe 20 ETH a piece, between 15 and 20 ETH a piece. I would say now that this next round, or this next level, I think that price is distant memory. I think these things are going to be quite a lot more expensive now.
Yeah, especially if they have a track record of what their returns are so far. You know, once you've been in action, and as soon as you guys get on more chains and you start getting more play, I can't even imagine what these things are bringing in. You know,
Yeah.
just knowing from my experience in the casino industry, you know. Chris Cruz says, looking forward to BNB Pot. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. There's a lot that, you know, you learn. And this is why I always tell people, do your own research. Like, the project list is more than just going up there and saying, oh, look, we got 12 projects. You know, most of the community is doing that, but it's like, what are they? They all have something cool to bring to the table. And when you look deeper into everything, you see what everybody's got going on, and it's a really, really good thing.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, obviously, a huge benefit for us at the moment is the fact that we have already launched. So, you know, I invite everyone who's listening. I mean, go and play around. You know, try out the staking, try out the jackpot and the roulette.
And
see how it goes.
I would ask, because I'm going to be I'm on some projects. You know, I'm part of the Revive DAO. I'm part of the Gods of Gaming team. I'm part of the Vamp on Vulcan team. You know, we're doing things. How hard is it, like, if we wanted to partner with you and put our token, like, let's say, okay, Greek token. I want Greek token to be part of on your platform where people can use it to gamble. Is it that hard to add new tokens? Like, if anybody out here is starting their own project and wants to, like, contact you and partner together, how hard is that?
Listen, I'm quite happy. You know, my door is always open. Send me a message. I will say that things like with tax tokens, they can have a bit of an issue when it comes to the jackpot game. But there is nothing saying, for example, there's nothing saying that we couldn't build a token specific jackpot. If you wanted to have a Greek jackpot, where all your holders come in and play against each other. That's an option. You know what I mean?
Well, that just got me excited there.
Oh, see, there you go.
A Greek token jackpot. There you go. Now we got it. There you go. Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So I mean, we're lucky that we're so early in this. You know.
yeah, it's always good being early because it gives you like, everybody knows about you. And it helps that you've already are up and running because it gives you the proof of concept. It gives you a way to help and get these people in. So it's actually a really good thing. So I'm actually excited for this. So when you do Vulcan, what's your plan? Are you going to create some Vulcan specific games too to help out with that? Or is it just adding Vulcan to existing games that are already in the market and all that stuff?
Well, I mean, like I say, Pulse Chain is absolutely our next priority. As a blockchain launch, we have these partner games that we're doing. Obviously, we reached out to you guys. We're building one for you. We're building some for other projects as well. Okay. And they'll be hosted. They'll actually be hosted really on our casino under a partner section, which I think the benefit of that is going to be something which we haven't really even grasped the concept of yet. Because if you can imagine, we're bringing the Safer Go community along to the BNB Pot community, and then there are other communities which also have their own games there as well. So just the different people that will be exposed to different tokens that they've never heard of before. Different concepts they've never heard of before. I think even that in itself, it will create just this huge melting pot of different ecosystems all under one umbrella.
That's a good thing too, because they go on and they see all these other tokens, and it does create that benefit of people want to check it out, and it's a good thing. What happens if Vulcan beats Pulse Chain to the market?
Pulse Chain has to come first. We were built for Pulse Chain.
Okay. I'm just saying, just in case.
I know, that's okay.
Richard Hart's been saying for 2 years now, Pulse Chain, Pulse Chain, Pulse Chain.
He has.
We're all anxious, and what's it been? 8 months? You're living both, so you're just just a patient man.
I try to be, but yeah. I think I can definitely tell you now that Pulse Chain is definitely going to be our next deployment.
Okay.
But the good thing is that gives us all this time to get the Safer Go games ready, to bring, obviously to get more of the community involved. Because if for example, we build these games and we don't see that much adoption from you guys, then then we really have to look at Vulcan and say, okay, the community don't really want these games.
I think they will like it. My opinion.
Or you're all a bunch of degens, and it absolutely, it hits the ground running. So exactly. I mean, we're absolutely open to everything. Obviously, we have to have some sort of roadmap for ourselves, just because we can't spread ourselves too thin. Really, is what I'm trying to say. And Pulse Chain has to be first.
Fair, yeah. It's good that you're open too. You want to be open. You want to always have a plan, and it seems like
of course, never say never, and we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I'm invested myself. Mid-March, Seifu sacrificed for Vulcan day one, missed out on nodes literally by about 10 minutes because it was the middle of the night for me and I fell asleep.
Also, you weren't watching my 8-hour live stream?
I was, and then I fell asleep. No, that's not because of you. It's because it was the middle of the night for me. So I'm a little bit bitter about the nodes.
And she's from England, and she was like doing anything she could to stay awake. So I feel for you guys. It was really late for you guys.
Yeah. So I missed out on the nodes. That was terrible. But we'll wait and see. C'est la vie.
Barry McCockiner, thank you so much for the super chat. Revive tokens up over 40% since launch. Yes, I am part of the Revive DAO. We are up 40% since launch. We are now at like $2.13. Only been a couple weeks. Greek's yogurt token, yogurt swap. Uh, every single live I do, he loves throwing the yogurt. What's the acronym you put, Barry, for yogurt? Because I need to steal that, and I forgot to screenshot it last time. So put the acronym again for yogurt. Yield something token. It was crazy what he was doing. So I liked it. But yeah, Revive's doing good. A lot of things in the ecosystem. There's so many exciting things moving forward, and I just can't wait. So it's going to be great.
I actually think a lot of people are going to be surprised with the number of projects that are ready or that are being built for Vulcan. Obviously, people want to keep their cards close to their chest for now. But as soon as a real testnet comes, people start messing around, having a play, trying to build. I think you'd be surprised.
All right. Yeah, I tell people this all the time as well, is we don't have the testnet up. We don't have Gamma fully up and running. And like you said, keep your cards close. Like if I were to give out the tokenomics to Greek token, then Joe Schmo, who has a developer ready, can just be like, I'm just going to take those tokenomics. And then nothing, what makes my token great is gone because I'm coming fast. So you want to develop things, bring it in. And once you have finalized things and actually a final backing, that's when you want to go to. So I think there's a lot of projects that aren't even in a rush to be on the list. So yeah, we're only 12 on the list, but there's a lot more in the back wing waiting. Biz has a question. At the Greek DeFi Guru and at Mark, will there be an option for player-to-player private games / bets? Example, Greeks host a poker table and invited guests build a pot, winner takes all. So like, can you guys set up where we can do poker, like poker tables and
like private tables? We
set up a tournament. House gets 10%, it goes, and then the rest is we could split it up however we want.
Yeah, we have discussed that. We discussed that things like with the jackpot, like high roller tables and stuff like that, for example.
Yeah.
We did. It is possible. We put a pin in it because we were launching the roulette tables. Okay. It's something that we will revisit, but it is possible, and I actually think it will be quite fun to have it that way.
Yeah, you can even do regular, cash games and have a rake, which would be, as long as you have play, that's like instant passive income for everybody who's staked. That just.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that we
as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of games that are coming. We have a fortune wheel, I think, that's coming after the lottery. We have sports betting that will be coming, and listen to this. I think this is fantastic. So if you hold, I think it's a minimum of 1,000 tokens, 1,000 BNB Pot tokens. You effectively become your own bookie. You can create your own bets, create your own odds.
Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, how good is that? How good is that, right? You effectively become the bookie. You are your own house, your own bookie.
Man, yeah.
And we could even do the same with price calls. Create your own price call bet. Bitcoin's up or down tomorrow.
On the site, just put a bet and you put down how much money you're willing to risk, right? And then people can bet, and you can only win what you're willing to. Yeah, that's exciting stuff, actually.
I think once we start getting up to the 10, 20, 50,000 holders, and we start to see some people that really it's creating their own bets. Even, for example, we were discussing earlier in the green room that the pick is on today for the
NFL draft.
Yeah. So imagine you're a Bears fan. Imagine if what's Prado? Does he like football? American football?
Who? I'm sorry. Prado likes the Eagles. We don't.
There you go. So so if you guys are going to play against each other, create a bet. Set your own odds, and then your own communities can join the bet. Your own communities can join the bet.
That would have been awesome when the Bears played we could have set a spread and been like, "Are you on Team Prado or Team Greek?" We probably would have gotten a lot of action on that bet.
Exactly. So with the sports betting that we're building, it gives you the option to do that. Get your communities involved.
Sorry, my dog was barking. He's quiet all the time, but the sports betting got him all excited. So, so this is what Barry came up with for yogurt: yield optimization, gaining ultimate returns technology.
That's a good one. Is that Brian approves? So many acronyms coming up lately.
Well, the other day, Barry was doing some phallic stuff with his acronyms, you know, and Brian was laughing. Brian was loving it. Oh man. So all this is very bullish news for Vulcan, especially with all the, like, just some of the things that you guys got in the works. This gets me excited. You know, the degen in me gets me very exciting because, you know, if I could just bet with crypto and I don't have to go through the banks and have them look, because right now I have to go and it's just a pain in the ass, you know, so many rules to go through just to get my own money.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. You know, even with some of these so-called crypto casinos that are out there, there's still no guarantee you're going to get your money. A lot of them really are centralized. They are the house, and you know the potential for rugs and things like that is still there, no matter what.
That is the best thing, actually, and I'm glad you mentioned that. Is the fact that you guys aren't the house, that the players are the house.
There is no house. It's the player and the smart contract. That's it.
That makes it even better because when you have the house that you guys can just, you know, control things, and now it's actually better. It's because, you know, the house can control their edge. They can also pool the money. You know, we don't want to talk about that stuff. So this is actually pretty cool. And I'm actually very excited for all that you guys got going. Now, if anybody has any final questions for Mark, you know, we're not going to have him forever. What time is it by you over there in Ireland?
It is 1:47 a.m.
What? Man, I give you credit for staying up that late for me.
Anything for you, mate.
Yeah, if you have to go, I think we've answered a bunch. Unless you feel like you got any last words about the project you want to let people in on, and
well, no, I mean, I think the roadmap. The roadmap now has to be, I mean, from here on, the roadmap has to be, look, my door is always open. Cult DeFi on Telegram, Cult DeFi on Twitter. You know, feel free, reach out. Any questions, concerns, ideas, you know, whatever you have, bring it on. Please join our Telegram, engage with our community. You know, it's
Telegram. Okay.
Yeah, t.me/BNB Pot. Very simple.
Yeah, if you want, you can come into my Discord, and if you want to share any links or any of that stuff, feel free to always.
That's perfect. I'll do that. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, you know, head over to the BNB Pot, familiarize yourself with the casino, try the games, try the staking, and then, you know, I think we'll work on the SGO Powerball. As soon as that's ready, we'll let you know. Maybe we can come on again, and when we have something on testnet, we can have a look. Obviously, we need the white paper from Brian to come out.
Yeah, we all want that to come out. Brian, if you're out there, give us a white paper. I mean, he's released so many bits and pieces of it, and I think we're at like 18 acronyms. I'm losing track. My brain hurts, and
yeah. So I mean, that's kind of it from me. I mean, if there's any questions there, I'm happy to answer them. I'm happy to stay on for a while.
Yeah, it doesn't seem. Could this token buy cannabis in the future?
If you win enough, if you're in a law-abiding place, you probably can.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with your winnings, you know. Exactly. VoIPZap says good choice of games. Yeah, right now I like the names. Jeremy Rush says morning guys from China. Biz is just throwing the Telegram up there. It's BNB Pot Telegram. And so you guys can click on this if you do have a Telegram and join and get all your news. I'm looking forward to the future that you guys are going to be bringing. It's going to be awesome. You guys do not have a Discord, correct?
No, we don't have a Discord. No.
Chris Cruz, no Discord for them as of now. So it's only Telegram as of now. But hopefully...
Telegram and Twitter.
And Twitter. So hopefully... in the future, you guys have any plans for Discord, or just do you like Telegram?
No, it's maybe. We have spoken about it. I think right now, because even now we actually have a Telegram for BNB Pot and we have a Telegram for the original Pulse Pot. So we're trying to decide how we can bring all of that under maybe one house without it getting too complicated. Because obviously, as we go multi-chain, as we go. Maybe different, different games, different partner games, all these sort of things. We need to try and find some way to keep it all under one umbrella.
Yeah,
So
Discord's actually good with that. You can have you can have different rooms for each one. Yeah, Telegram's got some limitations. I used to, but me and the Fork Shark. So I got some things on Telegram, some things on Discord, and it's just, sometimes they have both, and you're just like, why? And then you're on both, and you're all over the place. You don't know where to go. But yeah, I'm excited. Just some quick Vulcan news for everybody. I was selected for the KYC for the nodes, the secondary KYC tester. So today I actually did my KYC for nodes, and I can honestly say it was flawless. Everything went off without a hitch. The only thing was they had an API issue just connecting my Twitter account. No big deal. Just messaged the guy and they manually did it. And so that is moving forward. So for anybody who's like thinking on Vulcan that, things aren't moving along, they are. We're getting some node owners. I think 20 were in this test group, and then we're going to be helping onboard other people. So that was good. The KYC process was simple and flawless. So things are moving up. Vulcan is moving. BNB Pot, they got directions they're going in. John Carter says, sounds like a great project for a great blockchain. I can't agree more.
Thanks very much.
When I'm getting my Vulcan daily flexes and I feel like I want to gamble on a Friday night and I'm too lazy to go to the casino, BNB Pot just says, Greek, here's your casino. If you guys put a poker table, it's over. It's over. I will have, if you guys can just make it so the Greek can have his own poker table and people can play poker with the Greek, and we can do like awesome stuff like that. That would be exciting. Like you could just do different people in the community, play poker with this. It sounds cool. It's cool.
It does sound pretty cool.
Some people said you got to show your face like Brian.
Not at the moment. And I'll tell you why. It's not because I'm shy. At the moment, I mean, I think we all know gambling, even in DeFi, is still very much a gray area concerning regulation.
Very gray. You're right on that.
And myself and some of the other team. I mean, we're married, we have kids. It's a position I don't really want to put ourselves in. But it's never say never. And also, why do you need to see us anyway? The code is absolutely immutable. If you know anything about coding, go and check it out. You'll see none of the money ever touches us.
KYC'd personally with any KYC company where so you guys are verified in the back end?
No, not at the moment.
Okay.
But I mean, there's over, I think, 120 projects that are built for Pulse Chain, and they're already coming out. We all know each other.
Okay. Yeah, plus you've been doing it, so it's all set up and running. And as you said,
it's up and running.
Players are running it, not you guys. You guys just get a percentage. So actually, it's beneficial for you to keep it running, right? It's not like in your best interest.
And actually, we don't even really get the percentage because 100% of the fees go back to the stakers. So we literally have to hold ourselves if we want to make it.
That's how you make your money, by staking. So yeah, it's in your best interest to keep it running, which is actually that's actually very, very good. So. Biz Entertainment says KYC setup is very, very, very simple. We are on course for scheduled launch date. He cannot be any further. That's the truth. I went through it today. Now, Donald Richardson, there was a message yesterday. You guys got to pay attention in the node chat, and they were doing signups for the next node testing, and they pick like 15 to 20 people. They're going to be slowly ramping it up. So just keep your eyes on the node chat, and just know once the process is up, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes of actually sitting down and doing it and running through the process. It was a simple process, and I loved it, every second of it. It made me feel good that I finally checked something off the list, and like Vulcan's becoming closer to reality for me. So perfect. So I think on this, I wanted to keep this short and sweet, something everybody can just get acclimated with your project, see what's coming to the Vulcan blockchain. I did one earlier in the week with one. So these are good for anybody who wants to watch and see what's coming to the Vulcan blockchain. I'm excited. And the Bears are the Raiders and the Bears are coming up on their picks. So the NFL draft's tonight. So I was going to go hang out with some family after this. So I appreciate you coming on, Mark, and especially at 1:47 a.m. where, well, now it's 1:55 a.m. by you. So thank you so much for coming on, and I can't appreciate it enough. You're welcome on anytime in the future. If you have any big updates you want to tell the community, just reach out to me and we can discuss all that.
That sounds good to me. Thanks very much.
And
nice to finally be on with you. I almost felt like I already knew you because I've been following for so long.
Yeah. You told me you've been watching my videos forever. Thank you for supporting me, and I appreciate everybody who supports me. All the people who stayed in to watch this, thank you so much. I'm going to end it right now. We're going on 55 minutes, so thank you. I'll see you the next time, and let's all just have a good day. Be positive, and we're all going to make it. Never fear, because the Greek is here.